Hello, welcome to Wanderful.
My name is
This
Matty.
is your DM and host, Tyler, and I'm joined by the three goodest boys this side of the Underworld. Kyle, Matt, and Jeremy. Say hello, three goodest boys this side of the Underworld. Kyle, Matt, and Jeremy.
Hello, my name is Matt.
You're listening to The Quiet Storm because my baby is asleep downstairs, and if I wake them up, I'm going to, my wife's going to run upstairs and have become an ogre with a big hammer from a cartoon and beat me in the top of my head until I have a bird floating around the little lump. And so I don't want that in my life. So let's see what smooth jazz.
Where's the leak, ma'am?
It's literally. I'm gonna scream and my head's gonna turn into bowling pins.
This is the 40th episode of Wanderful proper. I don't even know what episode we're on as far as like overall releases. I'm gonna go look real quick because it's probably gonna be crazy.
This break brought to
I
you
would say
in
like
part
60 something.
60.
Meh.
That's your guess. Anybody else got a guess?
No, I'm gonna say 58. I'm gonna say 58.
No, I think it's 78. 79.
You know what? I'm going to believe in the heart and truth of our fan base and hope that it's 69. It's absolutely going to be 69.
73.
Ooh.
God, I almost said 73.
Currently, the newest episode that has been released is episode 69. That's
Nice.
crazy. We're coming up on. We need to make sure we do something special for the 100th episode.
We really
of the
do.
podcast. We have a bunch of milestones coming up. 100 episodes of the podcast. 50 episodes of Wanderful proper. 2 years is coming up. Like we've got to do some special stuff.
Listen,
this
100th
coming
episode.
year.
While you may not see it, rest assured, we're gonna be naked that whole episode, all four of us.
I'll see it.
True.
You won't see the video, but we will, and we're gonna have a little D20 resting on the tip
I'm
of
starting an OnlyFans.
So just a little reminder for everyone before we get into this episode.
OnlyFans
The
is a
three of
pay-per-view individual- Oh, is that not what you were explaining? Sorry.
The three of you, along with Jamiroquai and Gareth, were exploring this tunnel in the Underworld, which is our version of the Underdark. When you happened upon a spider, you attempted to fight this spider, but were interrupted by other big bugs called Ankegs, who burrowed in through below you. At which point, after a little bit of rabble-rousing, the floor beneath you gave way, sending everything flying to the ground. Luckily, you were saved by your resident casters casting Featherfall. So you landed safely, only to be ambushed by a bunch of hook horrors. Luckily, you were saved.
What'd you say to me?
Hook horrors?
What'd you call me?
Luckily, you were saved by three little boys, three kids,
three boys,
who saved you by teleporting you all away to what seems to be their lair of sorts, and that's where we are. You all have just teleported into this cave, and in front of you stands a drow, a deep gnome, and a goblin, and they all seem decently young. Which I know is a little complicated when it comes to like ages of races. Like drow are elves, so like their young is probably older than the other ones.
He's
but
like,
they're all
he's
adolescents.
like 21 human years, but like 15 in drow.
Probably.
All that
I think
matters is
they're
they're
like
just a
kind of
bunch
in
of
that like
little guys.
13 age.
Yeah, little kids.
That early teen.
Just
I
awkward,
offer them
lanky.
drugs.
Yeah, the balls ain't dropped yet.
Into both, people and weird niche comic books and games. I get it. I was there.
Yeah.
Boyhood
So y'all
rage.
are standing here, and you look around this cave. I know I described it before, but I'll describe it again. This cave, I think I said, is like the size of a moderate living room. There's trash and food stuffs thrown around. Like and I say there's trash. It's not like a literal pigsty. It's just like a bunch of teenage boys live here.
Yeah, I was gonna say three teenagers live in this.
Yeah, so like they left. There's cups by the bed.
Yeah.
There's it's that kind of stuff. It's messy. It's not grotesque. Yeah. Yeah, and y'all are kind of taking in the sights, and the goblin kind of steps forward and looks at you, and he says, So, what were all of you doing out there by yourself? I don't know if you don't look like you're from down. Well, you look like you might be from down here, pointing to Alandi. But it's not exactly safe for you to just be wandering around out there.
Yeah,
as you found out.
We definitely just thought we would fall on purpose down here.
Why would you do that?
That was
seems so.
I'm sorry, I'm being sarcastic. No, we fell.
That was
friends.
definitely an accident. Like
Yeah,
we
didn't
were
mean to
fighting a
fall.
spider, and then these other things came up and started attacking, and then the
The
floor
objects?
caved. Yeah, and then the floor caved in, and then we gracefully fell down, and then we got attacked by some more things. So it's really just been like a nonstop being
Yeah,
attacked
there's a
by
lot of
stuff since we
bugs.
got here.
I
and
was
then-
very frightened.
You're not going to attack
Please
us,
don't.
are you?
No, we're not gonna. I have a feeling the three of you would be able to the five of you would be able to overpower us pretty easily. But wait, what did you say, Blue
I was
One?
just making sure you guys didn't have any more bugs. I don't.
I mean, there's bugs all around us. We're
Oh
underground.
my God.
But like
And
we.
Bond just kind of falls in the fetal position.
Anyway, what are y'all's names?
This is
You're welcome to our home. What are your names?
Well, first of all, thank you
My name's
for saving
Underworld.
us. My blue friend, that we're actually all three of us are brothers. So the blue one, that is my brother Bon,
how does that
then-
work?
and then this is my brother Ilandi.
I was doing a bit. I
Alandi,
told them my name was Updog, and then they were gonna ask because they're young and they're isolated.
Oh, I couldn't hear you.
Wait,
Oh,
wait,
the
what?
other one.
Oh, ignore him. My name is Updog.
What's that?
Fuck. All right, it messed up. My name's Alandi.
Yeah, I didn't think that
You
was
fucked
gonna
it
work.
up?
His name is really Alandi, and these other two. This is Jamiroquai and Gareth.
Well, it's nice to meet you. But that's such an interesting name, Bon. I know a Bontavious.
Yeah. That is. Yes.
I'm just kidding.
Oh.
That was the DM. That
Oh.
wasn't real. That's not canon. Y'all just haven't introduced yourself as Bontavious and
Yeah,
The young boy
Alondavious in a
sinks
long
back
time.
to
I
the
just had that
ground after his
thought.
eyes stopped
Alondavious.
glowing.
I just had the thought that hasn't happened. That used to happen every episode. No,
Only when I meet fancy
the-
types do I ever introduce myself as Bontavious.
Oh, that makes
Just a
sense.
little boy.
You saying these kids aren't fancy?
Look at their trash house.
They're dirty.
Look at their little dirt house.
The goblin kind of like nods and greets you all, and he says, "It's nice to meet you. My name's Griddle. This is," and he points at the deep gnome, and he says, "This is Tammy Football." And then he points at the drow, and he says, "That's the dark one."
That's definitely racist.
Is their
That's
name just the Dark One?
Yeah.
Hold on.
Oh, that's really cool.
And then the dark one nods at you.
Wow, that
is
is
that
the
a
coolest fucking name I've ever heard
Chosen
in my goddamn
name?
life.
Yes, the dark one.
No, that's his Christian name.
That's
No,
his-
I was
that's his
asking
Snoop
the
Dogg
dark
name.
one. Did you?
First of all, that can't be the case.
The dark one is that? Did you pick? We've got to figure out. Do
It's a Snoop
hey
given
do
name.
did you pick?
That's his. That's his,
The dark one gives you an unsatisfactory look as you attempt to nickname them. And Tammy Football kind of steps up and is like, "Yeah, he doesn't like nicknames.
Oh,
It's the
I think
dark
Bond
one."
reacts like that. He got his shot.
Bon.
You guys are really mean.
Sorry, I mean,
These are just our
you
names.
You guys are strong. Bond has been dogging on you for a while. and I
I'm
don't
not
know
dogging
why.
on them. I'm asking.
You called their
so-
house a trash house the moment we came in.
All right, question. Big question. You know what? I'm gonna say it. No one else is saying it. What elephant in the room? You got any adults around? Any of them around that aren't us?
You ask this question, and you see a bit of a tonal shift as a little bit of sadness kind of seems to wave over
Did
the
you
three
lose?
boys.
I'm sorry. I didn't realize. So
I
sorry.
think the dark one begins to sniffle, and Tammy
listen,
Football
okay.
goes over to comfort him.
Bond,
and,
have I ever told
and
you you're great with children? Because I'd like to
Griddle-
retroactively retract it if I have.
Griddle holds out a hand, and he's like, "No, it's okay. It's a fair question. This is just a bit
you
of
don't
a,
have to share
sore
anything.
subject.
Listen, I didn't want to.
No, it's okay. It's okay.
I don't want to be the guy now because like you're calling me mean, and then now I did this whole thing, and now I'm gonna be
I was
like, hey, that big
exaggerating. I was
blue
just trying to, like jab back.
I'm sorry.
like-
I wasn't trying to jab.
like a bit
I
of
just
tit
was,
for tat.
It's been a long day, and you've just revealed to me a dark truth that I don't want to know about where we are, which is that there are bugs just Around, always,
Just
forever.
everywhere,
And that
all
really,
over.
really, if I can be honest and open with you, that scares the living absolute shit out of me. Sorry for cussing.
No. Oh no. We love cussing around here.
I'm
It's
sure
funny-
you do. What with
it's
the
funny
lack
you
of
mentioned
adult
that.
figures.
What would you say
It's
is your
funny that you
favorite
mentioned
curse
that
word?
because, well, let me just go on a little bit of a spiel that the DM wrote down.
Is there a
It's funny
violin that
that you
will be
say that.
accompanying this?
Yes,
Perhaps
there
a
will.
black
It's
and
funny
white
that you
filter?
say that. Griddle kind of like this kind of cheers him up a little bit. He goes, so okay, so this is gonna get dark for a second, but
Of course
you kind
it
of
is.
prompted
No.
this.
Do tell.
So our parents told us when we were growing up that once we were out on our own, and not living under their roof, that we could start cussing as much as we want. I love cussing. You see, our parents were strict followers of Theodore.
I'm sorry?
Theodore. Well, give me a religion check.
I will. This sounds like something Bond should be hopefully good at. That'd be hilarious if he wasn't.
I don't think he is.
I think
I
historically
think
he
it's
has
like a
not.
0. You have a 0, don't
No,
you?
I actually a
16 for
2. I have a 2. So
Carveth.
let's go ahead, and that's a 13.
Alandi?
Would
Oh,
I
you
have
didn't
advantage
want to?
because I have a copy of the Holy Smokes?
Sure.
The Holy Smokes.
Yes, the Holy Bible. of
Yeah,
Snoop.
no, I know
Yeah.
that's the Snoop Bible, but like I was like, how does this connect to Theodore? I'm curious now.
I don't know yet.
So-
We'll find out. I got a 16.
So you all know, and it's funny because so Theodore was not actually created by me. Theodore is the honest to God D&D god of purity, and I thought that was such a funny name that he would just be called Theodore that I was like, I'm not gonna come up with one. But he tells you, yeah, our parents were strict followers of Theodore. So they didn't let us cuss, but they said once we were out on our own, we could start cussing as much as we want.
Oh, so you
but
guys left home.
Well, I was getting to that.
I was hoping you would just
About
say yes
9 or
and say
10 months ago, our village was raided by a roving band of
Oh,
minotaurs.
man. Oh,
And as
man.
far as we know, we're the only survivors of our people.
Oh,
So we
Bum.
decided to kind
As-
of beef our shit up and start, like a little group where we go around helping people down here. And we
That's-
call ourselves the fucking Underworld Cock Kickers. And you could call us fuck for short, because that's our favorite word.
Wow, you answered so many questions with one story. Like you
If
were
I'm being honest, I've been
on.
rehearsing for this moment.
that was so beautiful, and Carveth literally cries, like
I think-
full on cries.
I think hearing the name Bond has to truly hold back. Like, he's not laughing like me. He's just so proud.
No, it's funny.
That-
It was
no,
funny
it's
on
funny.
purpose. It's good.
No, it is
It's just so
funny.
good.
No, it's
just
fun-
really
Yes.
good.
You guys have simply 360 spun me around on this whole deal. I was worried about you. You're businessmen in the making. You guys have got you've got the sauce. You came up with that all on your own.
Really, a lot of it was the dark one, and then the dark one nods.
I understand.
I'm
now.
surprised he doesn't go by the fucking dark one. You know what I mean?
The fucking dog.
Well, his parents didn't name him that.
That's fair. You know what? That's fair.
Your parents.
Also, did you?
Hmm.
Can you run the name by me again? Because I think I must have misheard it.
You no.
The fucking Underworld Cock Kickers, or
Oh.
fuck for short.
Okay,
The
no,
fucking
that works.
Underworld that's why it was so beautiful to me. I
didn't-
understood it before you even finished his
Yeah.
sentence.
It was good.
You truly are blessed with a gift, and I'm gladdened to see you have each other after such hardships. You boys. And he wipes a single tear. You remind me of us.
Their name's better.
I hope that's a compliment. You all seem like experienced adventurers.
Yeah, your name's better though.
Yeah.
What
your
are
name's-
that's
Oh,
enough about
wait,
us. What are y'all doing down here?
So
Who are you guys? Like a bunch of questions that I probably should have asked
Yes.
before inviting you into my house.
yeah, Carveth,
Yes.
absolutely. Lay it down for him real
Yes, so actually, that is a great point. So we all are also known by a group name. Our group is J3B, just three brothers. And
There's five of you.
and then I know, but sometimes we mix it
We
up.
also go by Jeb every now and then.
Jeb, sometimes our group number it does change. So
And
you
as
really
he's saying
just
that, Alandi is beatboxing to the beat of his story, and I'm casting light on my hands and doing like the weird wave finger dancing thing.
the
Just
flow,
like,
the finger
like
flow,
really hyping him up. Exactly.
Yes.
I'm just doing like the.
Oh wow!
You know what I'm talking about? You know what I'm
Yeah, I
finger
know exactly
flow,
what
yeah.
you're talking about.
You guys
So
at home
good.
who know finger dancing know what I'm talking about.
Finger dancing, so good. Yeah. So we are 3 brothers that we have been on a mission pretty much, for the past undisclosed amount of time. And
at least 3 months.
Yeah, at least 3 months, at least a week. It's at least been
Yeah,
1
we went to
week.
space also.
Yeah, we did go to space, and we just got back not too long ago. And man, I'm
I
just
was a
telling you so
superhero.
much.
I want
what
you to know we could have gotten eaten and you not saved us, and I would still have rated this adventure higher on the scale. This space, awful.
Oh yeah, space was
Unpleasant.
not good. Actually, that's a good question. We'll continue this question. Bon, I have a quick question for you. Do you hate space more or bugs more? I just need to know this real
Very far
quick.
away from bugs.
Well, we are not very far away from bugs.
No,
No,
we
in
were.
space
We
we
were
were.
when we were in
Yes.
space.
That was
Exactly
the
right.
furthest we
There's
could
no
be.
bugs in space.
Seeing as how
Question mark.
But there were bugs in the sewers and dome. You didn't think you guys don't understand.
Oh,
I
yeah.
never went in the dome, so I
everything that
couldn't
was
tell you.
underneath that dome in the dome. So there was a lot of flies, a lot of
Is that what
spiders.
the musky smell was?
Me killing
Ooh.
all the flies. And
No,
then not having
just
really-
I think just the fluids that were like on the glass as it came up, like it just dripped
probably
down.
most definitely. You know that. God, never mind. That's neither here nor there.
Yeah.
He's dead. Space is dumb.
I think for sure space, because it was a limited amount of bugs is what I was gonna get at. It's a limited amount. We had a fixed number of bugs, right? We all knew where those bugs were. They were in there with us.
that was
they
the
weren't
one
every
time
bug
in
in existence.
life where
This is a
bugs was a
new-
solvable problem.
This is a new sort of territory I'm in, where I'm literally, and I'm not bullshitting you, I am in hell. We went down, deep down in the ground, and someone has told me now that we're here. There's a bunch of bugs in every which direction. Like I could point, hey, over there. If I went over there right now, there would be probably like 3 bugs, right? And he's looking at Griddle.
I literally see a bug where you point.
Oh my god! And the fact that
Did you think there wasn't going to be bugs down here?
I don't know what I thought, kid.
I'm going to
We
be honest.
fell.
We don't really think things through.
Yeah, I
So,
can tell.
To be fair, this was a very serious escalation for us. We went down a well, so we didn't expect bugs or a dungeon.
Not even a little bit.
or,
Well, I mean,
multiple
there's
monsters.
bugs down
or
wells.
this
Have you never
giant
been down a
cavern.
well before? Or?
Oh my god! Are
No,
there
normally
actually
wells are
bugs?
filled with
like
fucking
everywhere.
water, so there's not
Bugs.
anything
Wait a
except
minute!
water
Time
down
out!
there.
Time out! Everyone here in this room.
Maybe a snake.
Carveth,
Yes.
are you telling me that there's a well full of bugs and not water somewhere that you know about?
No,
this
I'm
is-
saying there's bugs in the water.
There is not.
We're drinking bugs.
I
The whole
mean,
point of a fucking well is that it's clean water. There's not going to be bugs
You
in the
telling-
goddamn water.
Oh,
my God.
man.
There's a lot to unpack.
You-
here. I'm
I got bad
exclusively.
news.
I
I
have
don't
real
know if
bad
this will
news
be-
for you guys.
No, hear me
No,
out.
you're wrong.
I'm
I
making a
refuse. You're
declaration here.
incorrect.
I'm making a declaration here. I'm only drinking out of this alchemy jug forever and forever, always. Forever.
That's a good idea. That's
I will
actually
never
great. There's
drink
no
it.
bugs in
There's
there.
no way
Because
there's
you
a
know what
bug
I've
in
never
there.
done. You know what I've never done into this jug, and I don't think the jug can do it. Fill this with bug water. That's not a thing.
It does.
Oh, oh God! Why the fuck would you do that?
How is that a thing? How is that a thing?
It's going to
He
be like
absolutely.
It's
dumps
basically
over.
tea made out of bug carcasses.
Oh, well,
Bon is
Carvet
like
It's a
definitely.
delicacy in certain regions.
Carvet definitely like wrenches. Like,
Yeah.
Eric Kokra loved that shit.
oh God.
Bon
I'll
is
be
definitely
honest,
dry
still
heaving
probably
and
better than
like
drinking olive oil.
carrying it very.
Oh
far.
yeah,
True.
that was a whole thing.
Wait,
yeah.
you guys drink olive oil?
No, the people in
space
space
is bad.
did.
If you meet a guy and he's
Do
like,
not
"You wanna
go
to space,"
space.
you tell him
Yeah.
to fuck right off.
Space sounds like a nightmare.
It's pretty
anyway, back
terrible.
to the question I actually asked. What are
Yeah.
y'all doing down here?
Oh yeah, we're looking for a dude. I think.
Yeah,
Have
we're
you
looking for a
seen a
silver masked
man
evil
in-
guy.
Yeah, silver mask.
Yeah, Silver.
Actually, we don't know he's a mask.
We
Yeah.
just called him Silver
Or, I
now,
say
but
guy in the
he's just a
general
guy
sense.
and he
Person-shaped
wears a
dickhead
silver
with a
mask.
silver mask.
Yes, a person or persons in a silver mask that does a bad crime with corpses and hurts people with their hands and feet. and possibly a weapon.
No, I can't say that I've seen anyone like that. Have you guys?
No one with a
and
silver
then they both
mask
shake their
at all
head.
or a silver face.
No, I don't know how much you know about the underworld, but
Seems bad.
there's a lot of shit down here.
Oh, fair.
Like
fair.
it's really, really big. I mean, it looks like you guys fell for a long time. I'm not exactly sure, like, where y'all were headed or where that path y'all were in was leading, but I'm sure y'all can find something. And while Griddle's kind of talking and trying to think through, like, what he's saying, Tammy Football kind of nudges him and says, "What about BP?" And the members of Fuck all look at each other nervously. And Griddle says, "Yeah, but what if something happens to him?
Black
BP's a
pepper?
badass. Nothing's gonna step to him."
Are you talking about black pepper? What?
No, BP's this guy we know. He's like really smart and good at finding stuff.
Oh, that sounds great.
You know
That
what?
sounds like exactly the type of person we need to meet.
Griddle kind of like sighs and is like, "All right, just follow us and everything will make sense in a minute, I guess."
Sounds cool.
And really
Yeah.
quick, do you guys like candy?
Yeah.
Oh,
for kids.
Londi, give them some candy. Don't you have like a bunch of change liquors?
Of course I do, but also like, what the fuck, dog? That's like my whole thing. You offered someone else my
blowing
goddamn.
up his
Yeah.
D's like
Yeah,
that?
I did because
he's saying
they
he's
just
pulling out
okay.
the
I'm
candy
sorry.
and bitching at you like this is like the one thing I have to get people to somewhat tolerate me, and you fucking stole my thunder. Here's your candy,
Okay,
young
well
boy.
just
Hey,
just
no,
give them
it's
this
fine.
goddamn
It's
candy.
fine.
They
No,
just
no, no.
saved our
I'm
lives.
sitting back
Goddamn
and
it.
fuck myself.
I actually thought of something pretty cool that I'd like to have a discussion with you about as we continue on our journey in private adult speak.
Yeah, I think, real quick, I think you hand a change liquor to each of the kids, and Griddle and Timmy Football are really excited about having a fresh piece of candy. And as you hand a piece to the dark one, who is the drow, I think y'all kind of share a look and just have a moment.
Oh, real
and
quick,
then
don't
it
swallow
continues.
those.
Oh yeah, that's a good call. Like
Yeah.
it's not
We
bad.
don't
It's just
know
a waste.
what'll happen.
The
but just
flavor
don't
will
swallow that.
last forever. So like
You don't
Like-
need to swallow it. Like
Yeah.
kind of tuck it in your cheek.
it's a suck on it, tasty flavor. When you're done, spit
Maybe
it
under
out,
your
dry
tongue or
it off,
something.
keep it.
The dark one nods and
Cool.
walks forward.
Yeah.
All right. And
What,
as they
what,
kind
what
of
did
walk
you want
off,
to talk about?
hey,
Yes.
Do you have like a throwing dart or a rock?
We about to kill
I
some
know you have
kids?
No.
Oh, okay.
Not at all.
Okay,
No.
okay.
In case we need a little extra.
He lowers
juice.
his dagger.
No. Never do that. Never. Hey, we don't do that. I don't
about to
care
get
how
three
crazy
changelings
and
back.
silly we get and how dark and in our own bag about revenge we get. That's not going to happen. I don't think there's anything that those children could do to me that would make me go, yep, they're dead now. Now they're dead.
That's
I'm okay.
foreshadowing. That's a bad call.
What my point is,
Ooh.
there's someone above those kids doing that. Unless those kids are secretly not kids. No, you're really fucking up my brain.
See?
Focus.
See?
No,
Yep.
shut up. Focus on the task. Okay. Do you have like a rock that's not the cool rock? I understand where your thought was. I want to try
The
something.
really cool rock?
You know
I
the
do-
shiny rock that you throw. I want to kind of
pick up a rock from the ground and just we're in the cave.
No, like. Never
I mean,
mind.
I have a rock now.
No. I'm looking.
You
for
can add a
something
rock to your
I'm
inventory.
looking for something. Sure. Yep. I'm sure I could have done that all on my own. Listen, I'm looking for something kind of like that. Maybe this. You know the stone that people freak out about and they have to pick it up. They got.
Yeah, the really cool
Could
rock.
I put a glyph of warding on that sucker for a second? Not gonna destroy it. I swear to God.
No, you can't.
gonna-
I'm just kind of scared. All right, don't
No,
look
no.
directly
Look,
at it because
I'm not gonna-
it'll
listen, you
tempt you.
gotta-
Whenever I throw it, you can't make eye contact.
That's what I'm saying. Don't you have to activate it, right? So my thought
Oh
is.
no! It's like an on-site thing. When I throw it
Oh,
out, I have to
shit.
close my eyes as I throw it.
Okay.
Otherwise,
So I kind of
So,
like
like,
grab it
you
from
gotta-
him and I'm gonna
yeah,
cup it in my
keep it
hands
covered.
and cast a glyph of warding for charm person. The next person to pick it up will be charmed, hopefully, maybe, potentially. If the
Okay.
they have to roll for it for the charm thing,
but not by one of us three.
no, not one
like-
of us three, hopefully.
5.
Yeah, no, I'm
Five,
this,
yes.
I'm,
No, I
I'm-
think
Not,
you
not
can-
J5P.
You can
for comedy
specify who
purposes.
contributed.
For comedy purposes, outside of us, anybody that isn't the three of us is going to be affected
Yes,
by this.
I
spell.
agree.
Okay.
I agree.
Like if it fucks up real bad and one of the kids picks it up, that's just going to be useless and hilarious. But
Yeah. Listen, this is just,
if this conversation with a hard ass that these kids seem like BP's gonna be goes a little southward, I'll flick the rock over in the corner.
Yeah.
He picks it up. He's
Oh,
like, "Yo,
drop
I
the
love
rock.
you so much, Bond. What's up, man?
I'm on board with this.
Cool. I'm trying to be. I don't know if you know." And he kind of like digs his shoe into the ground like a little shy kid. I'm trying to be more thoughtful about some of the stuff we're doing because I don't want to point any fingers and name any names, but I think someone was upset at the fact that I kind of went a little wild card the last time we had a plan going. And by someone, I mean Carveth for sure was real peeved at both of us for doing that. And I think if I take some of the burden off of you,
as we make them.
listen, let's just take some of the burden off his shoulders. He's got us back talking to each other.
No,
I think it's our time to do that.
Like I said, really cool rock, super useful.
I will not look at it. I will not look at it. I promise I won't look at it. Okay, so you're going to have to pass this word on to brother. I'm going to say like cranberry or something. And then like when you hear that, that means look away from where I'm throwing the rock. And whoever gets on gets it. Gets on and gets it.
How about it? Should I tell the other guys with us or just like...
No, just tell...
No, you're right. No,
I don't want to tempt the kids because if you tell them we have a cool rock, that's all they're going to be thinking
kids
about.
love cool rocks.
They're already in the rocks.
Cool
I'm pretty sure they're rolling with this.
You genuinely don't even have to show it to them, and they're going to be frothing at the mouth about it. And that's a spell slot gone, my friend.
All right.
So Fuck leads you out of the cave and a few 100 feet away to a new cave entrance. He tells you, Griddle tells you about how they discovered this creature when it was just a baby and it was stuck in a pit and it was injured. So they took care of it and nursed it back to health. And it has since matured and promised to assist them in their journeys where possible.
Wait, like with words?
What?
Did it say that with its words?
That's what he told you.
This thing that you...
It's a psychic worm, guarantee it. Tyler's got a psychic worm in the game. It knows how to get around all the tunnels. The psychic worm
Griddle
is their best
stops
friend.
before they head into the main chamber of this cave and says, all right, before we head in, I need you guys to promise me not to freak out. He's chill and here to help.
Hold on. I need you to whisper in my ear what it looks like, and then we'll go from there.
Because I'm letting you know right now, little boy, and Bond looks the most serious he's ever looked at Griddle. I'm letting you know right now, if you're leading me to Big Pest, a.k.a. Big Bug.
It's not a bug.
Oh.
Hold on. No, he said his version of bug is more broad than you're thinking. I need you to quietly whisper to me, what does he look like? What is BP?
I think it's best if you just meet them. I don't want there to be preconceived notions.
Heard. Okay.
About,
you know what? Fair. That's been a lot of what we've been doing down here.
I don't know what you guys are all about. I think it'd be better for them to speak for themselves.
Absolutely.
And Griddle leads you just a little deeper into the cave with very little defining characteristics. It is bare, just
absolutely
a normal
holding
cave.
his brother's hands.
It's not like someone lives here. I mean, this creature presumably does, but it's not like a living space.
Gareth and Jamiroquai are also here. Sorry, gang.
Yes.
They haven't really talked to I'm just letting the audience know.
The only thing that catches your eye in this cave is a wide circular pit in the center. Griddle makes his way over to the edge and whispers down, "Psst, Brad, you home?" And after a moment,
fucking God.
After a moment, you all hear a voice projected into your mind.
Fuck you.
Did you just get it too, Jeremy? Did you just get
I got
it too?
Immediately. I'm just reacting.
I didn't until he
Who
said the
has
name.
come to disturb Brad's pit? It's us, the fuck boys.
Friends on the episode. Happy 40th, everybody.
Happy 40th.
Okay, Kyle left. There he is.
I can't believe this. I
can't believe you've done this.
It's us, the fuck boys. I felt your presence, Griddle. In fact, the Dark One's stench permeated the very corneas of my eyes. And the Dark One smiles through the embarrassment.
What?
It's these fresh interlopers that I am curious of. Yeah, we rescued these guys from a group of Ankeg. They're on some sort of quest. And you bring them to my lair? Why? Griddle gestures to you to state your case.
Hello, BP. We have heard great things.
Have we seen them yet?
Yeah.
You can call me Brad.
Brad. Okay. Brad's a pretty cool name, actually.
Brad is.
Do you mind if
canonically a
I
cool name
come
in this universe.
come? Do you mind if I come walk up I feel like it's weird just talking like in
You're
general.
talking down into the pit.
Oh, I am talking down the pit. Okay.
Yeah, he hasn't come up yet.
Oh, okay. Okay, Brad. Cool. Great meeting you. We're J3B, just three brothers, and we are searching for a guy, a silver-faced guy. He's got like a mask, and it's all silver.
Don't even worry
and
about it,
stuff,
brother. And Bond uses silent image and creates a silent image of the silver-faced man.
Oh, yeah.
From the
That's
last
who we're
time we
looking
saw
for. Yeah, we're looking for this guy because he's really kind of evil and stuff, and we're just trying to like figure things out.
And I'll have him kind of walk out
to
to the center of the pit, like the silver-faced man. He's illusion, so I assume he could just walk out there.
Yeah.
I see.
Also,
I wish to see you with my eyes.
Oh.
Okay.
And
this is fucking
after a
funny.
moment, you see a shape beginning to form below you through the darkness. A few tentacles begin to emerge, and on the end of each of these tentacles is a singular eyeball.
Fuck me.
They eye you as they
Deeply
approach.
Not good.
And after a moment, a
Yes.
large floating head raises
Yup.
up to meet your eye line.
Yes.
And before you is a beholder. A small beholder, but nonetheless terrifying. I need all three of you to make a constitution check.
Ooh.
Oh, natty one.
Not save, but just a check.
A check.
That is, oh man, Matt, you got a nat one. That's not.
Yeah.
That doesn't bode well because I got 7 + 2, 8, 9.
21.
That makes sense. I think Alandi, you well, none of you have seen a beholder before. I will. I will.
Can
go
I
ahead
have
and say
advantage
that.
because I did say I was holding my brother's hands, so I'd be brave.
No, but because I like that Alandi's the only one who passed the check. Alandi, while none of you have seen a beholder before, I think you're a little less caught off guard being of a
It's like a gross
being
old-
of the underworld
gross thing.
yourself.
Yeah, that's fine.
Yeah. I think Bon and Carveth, both of you kind of recoil in fear for a moment as you've heard of beholders, but you've never experienced one before. And Brad sees you wince, and he says, "I see the fear in your heart. I wish you would not perceive me in such a way. I mean you no harm."
No, yeah.
Brad, hold on.
Yeah.
Before we continue, you've got like the main central eye. I genuinely don't know how to not be rude. Where should I look toward you?
You can look wherever you please.
Okay.
Reminder, he's projecting into your mind.
Yes.
He's not speaking out loud as far as you can tell,
Yes, but
despite having a mouth.
he's got a mouth and a big eye and a bunch of tiny eyes.
Sorry,
and
been
Alandi's not
through
sure which
a
eye to
whole
look at.
lot. Just kind of saw you at first, assumed you would be a bug. You are not a bug, so my heart rate is going down now.
No, you're like a cool.
Perhaps it depends on one's definition of bug. How
Fair
Hold
enough.
on,
I-
you
now
don't wanna
you-
win
I-
this.
I quite like
Ooh.
the idea of considering myself a bug.
And Bon is now leaving the room, sprinting even.
He's got a bug
return.
thing.
Return. And it gestures to you.
And he's just behind a big rock farther away. I'm good over here,
I am
actually.
Listen,
so
think,
sorry.
we can just talk
Honestly, if you would have just said that you weren't a bug, honestly, it would have been a lot better.
I'm going to stay over here because my first tendency was to smash bug, and I should not do that.
I think Griddle kind of leans over to Carveth, who has been kind of the figurehead of J3B
Yes.
during this
He's
trip.
our PR
And I think
team.
Griddle kind of leans to Carveth, and he's like, "Man, Brad's a good guy, but like I think you might want to get Bon under control. He's just been super disrespectful this entire time I've known him."
Yeah, I mean, I was
Respect. Oh my goodness.
I mean, you have been just an asshole
Look,
to these.
Your
kids
first words
and
were
this
trash
bug.
house.
yeah.
Yes,
I
and
am
you're like, I
so-
want to smash this beholder
Yeah.
who you said is going to help us.
I am so
Like,
sorry. I'm
Words have
going to
meaning,
be.
Kyle.
I'm
These are
going to-
kids too.
I'm going to be honest.
fell down a hole and
One of
you've
the
been
things,
taking
one
it
of the
out on this
things that I was just so surprised at was the fact that all three of us are orphans, and that he did ask you if there were parents around. Like, obviously, there's not going to be parents around.
Hold on.
With
We
just three
there's
kids
no reason to be
in the cave.
Hold
No,
on.
So
he couldn't have known that.
he
That-
couldn't,
that's-
but you know,
I did
as
not.
as
Vaughn comes
that's not
over,
what I mean.
he did-
That's not what I'm referring
I did not once
to.
say parents. I did not. I said were there adult figures.
He said adults.
No,
he
you-
did,
No, that's
but
not what I'm referring
No, that's
to.
true.
That wasn't the same thing.
that was
That's
kind
We're
of
talking
weird,
about
though.
the trash
but
house and squishing my friend.
I'm sorry
Yeah,
about that.
that-
No, I said
Yes.
if you would listen to the things that I said after that, you just kind of held on to one thing. And I did apologize about Trash House. People, it's not my fault. My brothers talk over me. Secondly, when I said I smash him, I didn't say you guys get over there and smash him. I said I'm frightened. I'm gonna go over here, stay over here, because my first instinct when you called yourself a bug was smash it so I don't deal with it, right?
Listen,
Or get
I
very
see.
far away.
It was not so much the threat, but more so how you wished you could smash.
No,
me.
no,
I
no.
understand.
No,
no.
We are good.
No.
We are good.
Bon-
Bon,
didn't wish
Bon,
to-
hear
didn't-
me out. I understand the nuance of what you're saying, but counterpoint, if you describe someone as having a punchable face,
I didn't.
That
I
is
didn't.
not-
I said,
but no,
oh,
no,
you
but
called
I'm saying-
yourself
No,
a
a
bug.
squishable face is what you were
saying-
going
you were
for.
saying- I'm just saying it's not a compliment. It's not a complimentary statement.
You got a squishable face
I
is a
am
great
merely
merch idea. I'm
expressing-
writing it down.
I'm merely expressing my feelings in the moment. I am sorry that I chose poor wordage. That is on me entirely, and I give you that. There's no reason to have said the thought that was happening in my head out loud. I was trying to kind of let you in on the fact that I was frightened.
No,
But
you're
next
good.
time
It's
I'll
okay
just
to be
stay far
frightened.
away.
No, it's okay.
No, it's fine. I've been a bad boy.
Brad hears you and says, I assure you it would take much more to pierce my thick skin. No harm done. I
And
just
Bond just kind of
wanted to
narrows
bring
his
to
eyes
attention.
and looks at the two of his brothers and then back at this guy. Doesn't say anything. Doesn't even think anything. He just kind of, That's the most thought you'll get from him since he's in our brain.
So
Let's see,
Greg,
Kyle
you
will
seem
say
like
Bond thought, was that a challenge?
so Brad, like on account of the fact that you are a very intelligent being,
person.
I think person is like not accurate, but not like in a he's like got a soul and stuff.
You could
but I
call
just
him a
think-
person.
No, person is fine, but it is also not completely accurate.
Yeah, that's more what I was saying.
Beholder person.
But anyway,
I like I like Burson.
Yeah, person. It gives you the
Burson
dignity. You come
works.
before the person.
It's a pleasure to
Beholder.
meet you all. I
Yes.
am a Burson.
He is
named
indeed a
Brad
person. There we
Pitt.
go. Look at us.
This
getting
name was
off on
given to me by my found family, as I was never given a name by my own.
I appreciate.
Tabby Football chimes in. We call him that because we found him in a pit.
Yeah.
And Brad Pitt responds, "Yes, Timmy Football. I do believe that they put that together already.
Yes.
I believe that I can help you. What would you have me do once I have found this silver-faced man? I presume is what you
Oh,
are.
actually, I
after
mean, if you could just help us find him, like we could just take it from there. Like we don't want to. We know that you're busy. We are just asking for a small favor.
I could
I don't
not
know
be
if
less
that's-
busy.
I don't know.
Oh,
That-
he said he's oh, well.
I mean, if you
I grow
wanted to
quite
help,
Do you
bored.
want to go on an adventure, Brad Pitt?
Yeah. Would you like to?
I
Brad Pitt
think
and the
you
Fuck Squad?
misunderstand. I'm sorry. I think you misunderstand. I shall take leave and find this man and relay information to you. I highly doubt that the five of you, would be able to keep up with my abilities and movement and my.
True, and he does know.
I would be much more successful
You
tracking
do-
this figure down and relaying the information. to
yeah, you do
into
look like you're
mind.
fast as fuck.
Boy.
Yeah, reminder that beholders fly and levitate and all.
Yeah,
And
yeah, you look like
and,
you're fast as fuck, boy.
I have a great knowledge of this realm. I assure you that it would be much quicker this way.
Do you have like long distance psychic, or do you want to borrow my Wanderphone?
I will convey a message to you telepathically once I have found him.
All right, and listen,
is
I
super
know
cool.
like you're like a very strong creature and everything, but like I'd still be cautious with this dude. Not that I'm like doubting you, but more every time
He
we hang out
dabbles
with him, we've
in-
underestimated him and
Yes.
it's gone badly. And
Yeah, I
dabbles
died one
in
time.
a bit
I
of
just
martial
don't-
practice and necromancy, so
I don't want our only interaction to be we ask you for an errand and then you fucking die. You know what I
No,
mean?
I
That's
appreciate-
that's
I
some
appreciate
guilt
your
I don't
concern.
want.
stealth would be
I
key.
I appreciate your concern. I do not plan on engaging,
Actually,
but only locating and relaying this
If
information
it
to
would
you.
help,
and
you could be a
should you
random
need
beholder
our
named
assistance
Steve.
after that, potentially we may be able to
powwow
help.
real quick, brothers. Could we huddle up
Yes.
for a second? And
Yes,
this is
what is
nothing
up?
against you. This is actually something that could potentially work out well. What if we give him the cool rock I just glyphed?
I don't think we have
he's
to.
not gonna
We
do well
literally.
with that. He's got a million eyes. Like
He
If
probably
he picks it
possibly
up,
not.
he will be charmed.
Yep.
Well, he won't because
No,
he's
he
not
wouldn't because he's not a
humanoid,
person. But my thought, exactly right, Tyler.
right, now
He
we're
isn't a
getting-
person. That was my thought. He would keep it in a way that's not being able to be seen, but that's not possible because he's a fucking beholder. But if he could, like maybe we put in a satchel or something, and he like tosses the satchel, and when the guy opens the satchel, he's like, "Oh shit!" And he's like, "Hey, could you come with me this way real quick?"
Okay, here's actually I'm beholder. How do you feel about
Brad.
having like
Yes,
I'm sorry,
Brad.
you're right. Brad, how do you feel about having like a little bit of eye stalk bling just for a little while?
You'd have to close that eye, but it
No,
could
no, no,
greatly
no, 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 no. It's good. I've got this this ring of tracking where I'll know its exact location. So like,
Okay. Yeah.
if you can like, I'm pretty sure. I don't know how your eyes work. I feel like we could like slip it on there.
You say this, and Brad, a
I'm
new tentacle
pulling-
protrudes from his body for that purpose.
I'm literally pulling out the rings like this way. Like it'll probably be because like locations are kind of hard, especially when you're in a cave. So you could just like ping us and be like, "Hey, I'm at the place
Genius
right now."
idea.
This is
And
a
honestly-
most intelligent idea.
And if you want, you could honestly just like drop the fucking ring like buried in the dirt because I'll be able to find it, and then like you could dip.
That's so
This is what I'll
smart.
do.
A lot of
Yeah,
I
he's
these,
will.
really good at
I
hunting
will
people for
take
murder.
this ring.
Oh,
I will
I don't
find
like how
this-
big your eyes got when you said that. I don't. Hey, friend.
Hey,
we gotta,
be careful when talking about big eyes.
Oh, so,
Watch your mouth.
I'm so
I'm standing
sorry.
next to Brad now. I'm next to side by side with Brad going, "Oh!"
I don't know how this got turned around.
Carver-
I'm just kidding.
I don't
Carvis
either.
just
I'm
does
just
that. Like,
kidding.
yikes.
These
like,
kids, these kids have really bolstered my sense of humor.
Oh,
I'm probably the
dude.
funniest beholder that you'll ever meet.
I just thought about
you're,
it. Hey,
you're definitely
real
the
quick.
funniest person we have ever
hey,
met in
have
our
you-
person in
hey,
our
Brad,
whole life.
Hey, Brad, real quick. Have you ever done the hey spell I cup and say funny colors thing to them? Have they?
No, I do not know this one. Could you explain it to me?
Okay, so I would tell you, hey, spell I cup and then say funny colors, and then you go ahead and do that.
Okay, I do not know how to spell. How do you spell that?
Okay. I see here, Brad.
It's
You're
actually-
gonna have to break.
I almost
Brad,
got
you're gonna
you.
have to wake
I
up.
almost got
You're
you.
gonna have to wake up pretty early in the morning to get me with
I
that.
thought I had you.
You,
though.
I don't know
you
what
really
to
had me in the
die.
first half. I'll give you that.
You know what? Once I find this silver man, we're gonna have a
Let's
good
exchange
time.
numbers. Absolutely, yes. Let's exchange numbers.
Yes.
I'm glad about this relationship we've formed here. This is wonderful. This is great. Look at that. I'm overcoming my fear of bugs one step at a time.
I knew I could help you. Now I will help you even more. I shall take my leave after this silver-faced man. I assure you that I shall return with as much haste as possible. Take care.
Awesome.
And
Thank you, Brad.
Brad floats out of the room with surprising speed. And Griddle kind of turns back to you and he says, "All right, so that'll take some time, I'd imagine."
And I point at all
what-
three of them. Dance battle, and I cast silent image, and it's
Well-
two silent images of the little dancing bugs, and it's Bond in the center, and he's just busting out sick moves, giving them the most serious stare, and that's what he wants to do with at least one of them.
You do this, and I think infectiously Tammy Football starts
Hell
dancing
yeah,
along.
we're crumping.
And
Absolutely,
then
me and the little song.
see the dark
dancing
one-
bugs are crumping.
Griddle turns to the dark one and says, "Well, what do you want to do?" And the dark one turns and looks around and thinks, "The Roths are throwing a pizza party over in Shadowstone." And Tammy Football
dancing-
turns
yes.
and looks so excited because the Roths throw the best pizza party.
Oh my god, yes.
It's 1988. Do you know where your children are? Sneaking out of detention again, playing that evil new game, Dungeons and Dragons, that your friends on the PTA warned you about, arguing amongst themselves, battling monsters and the other children at school, guiding a herd of goats into a swimming pool, and arguing amongst themselves. Find us wherever you listen to podcasts. Dungeon Calling.
Who buys a possum?
Oh, that's what I was asking you.
Dungeon Calling.
Check out Roll for Stupid, a not-so-serious D&D podcast, which sees a bunch of Aussie mates with varying levels of charisma attempt to play some Dungeons and Dragons. Here's a little taste of the highs and lows, laughter and cringe-worthy moments that make for an unforgettable adventure. And if you like what you hear, search for Roll for Stupid wherever you listen to your podcasts.
Why don't you want us to open the bag right now?
It's giving me real bum vibes.
Snail races.
Snail racing.
Yeah, snail races.
Snails.
I'd like to go see the garden.
Kill them all!
I'm like, yeah.
Sammy Football is excited. It's like, have you guys ever had pizza before?
Oh, I don't. Have we had pizza before? Can I have a history
Is it
check?
anything like grits?
Yeah, roll a history check.
Ooh, that's great. I got 16.
We did go to
plus-
Blockbuster, so I don't know.
16
You
plus
did go to
8.
Blockbuster.
Yeah, we might have seen pizza tangentially through our movies. But I got a 16 plus
what
8,
movies have y'all
so
watched?
I got 14.
24. Have we had
I'm
pizza?
trying to think of what movies y'all have watched.
I've
Y'all watched The Wizard of Oz, Phantom Menace,
There's definitely-
Iron Giant.
I wonder if there's pizza in Iron
There's
Giant.
gotta be
I feel
pizza
like
in
there's got to
Iron
be
Giant.
pizza in Iron Giant.
A Fistful of Dollars, Blade Runner, and
Sorry,
Labyrinth.
if you hear typing,
Is there
it's 'cause
pizza in
I'm looking
Labyrinth?
up not that I am aware of. There is no pizza that I can think of. I think they may have mentioned that she could order a pizza while she's babysitting Toby, but I'm not sure. So when I type in pizza Iron Giant on the internet, I get a lot of pictures of Red Baron pizzas and then just gifs of the Iron Giant.
all right. I think that the three of you have heard tale of this pizza. I think through hanging out with Bees mentioned pizza as a typical movie watching snack. But I don't know that any of you have ever tried pizza.
No.
It's basically just bread with various sauces and cheeses on top. What's not to love? What do y'all say? Do y'all want to go
You know
to
that
this
scene in
pizza
The
party?
Good, the Bad, and the Ugly where Clint Eastwood walks into the saloon and slips on a big pizza?
You know, in Blade Runner, when that guy's crying as he dies on the roof in the rain, and he's like, "I just wish I had pizza." Like
David Bowie
tears
has
on,
an
like
entire
tears
song
on
and
pizza.
dance number after he has his first slice of pizza in the labyrinth. I didn't remember this part until just now, but yeah, he has his first slice of pizza and he's like, "Dance magic pizza."
Magic Pizza. That's a different movie.
Darth Maul uses his lightsabers
Anyway,
to cut pizzas.
you all leave this cave and head over to Shadowstone,
Maze Master Magic Pizza.
a nearby village.
Your brother's gonna
with-
turn into a goblin, but I'm enjoying cheese.
You all head over to Shadowstone, which is a nearby village where this family named the Roths are having a pizza party.
Do they have children?
They do.
Oh, no.
Before
Rothschilds.
So basically, the Roths are a married couple. It's a dwarf married to a drow, and they have two kids that are half dwarf, half drow, and they are acquaintances with Fuck.
I keep forgetting, and it's my favorite thing to forget and then remember simultaneously.
Before Jeb Fox gets there, I was like,
We are Jeb Fox.
Jeb totally
Jeb
fucked.
Fucks.
I want to shit
before-
this is Jeb Fox.
Fuck Jeb.
before Jeb Fox arrives, Alandi wants to pull the Dark One aside and like be like, "Listen, I know everybody else kind of like went past it, but like, here's I've got so much fucking cologne. Here is some." Because I saw you got a little embarrassed when Brad made a comment. So just, and it's important.
Cologne?
You don't
For me
spray
or
it.
the children?
No, he's giving
So
it to
the
the
dark
Giving it to
one?
the Dark One.
Oh.
Just
Had the
Brad said he
stench.
stunk.
Thank you, Alandi.
And then
You know what's really
Alandi
crucial and
shows him
important?
how to do it, but in the very Italian way of like putting so much goddamn cologne.
Way too much.
no.
He basically drowns himself in it.
I'm just so you do first you spray and then you walk through it and then you spray each palm and you get right here and then you take some in your hand and you throw it over your shoulder for good luck.
The Dark One is going to get laid tonight. And he fucks off to go get laid. It's weird to say about. Hey, 13-year-olds wanted to get laid too. I don't know.
Listen,
he won't actually. He just wants to talk a big game. He's one of those.
Yeah, he's one of those guys that'll go hang out with a girl and then come back and be like, "We totally did it."
Yeah, she goes to another school.
You don't know her.
So y'all roll into this village. And there's not a lot of people. There is a few structures that people clearly live at. It appears as if like a good 20 or so people live here. It's essentially in a inlet into one of the walls. And the whole thing is lit by these glowing mushrooms and rocks you've seen everywhere. You see various races of people. You see dwarves, drow, goblins, gnomes. It seems like a very surprisingly happy place in this in the darkness. You know, the never-ending darkness, if you will. Yeah, and I think they are leading you towards this party. You're welcome to go in. It's also fair if y'all don't want to stay too long because it's a bunch of kids, but you know, y'all could do whatever y'all want.
What's like, could you give me like the age range? Like, do they just have the two kids? How old are the two kids? They got an older daughter?
One of the kids that they have is the son. Oh my God, no. They are 13 and 16.
All right. Nope.
Yeah, no.
Just going in, grabbing a slice. Hey, whoa, crazy. Hey,
maybe, you know, like I think the parents are interested in the three of you following these kids that they've seen before.
Actually,
they have to know that's not true.
That is super not true.
We just adopted them today.
What?
Explicit.
That seems so.
My name's I'm Howard
okay,
Pants.
now I'm a little worried by the shadiness
I'm
of the
Howard
three
Pants.
of you.
This is David Shirt, and this is my good brother, Cornelius
Griddle,
Shoe.
would you come over here?
Cornelius
Griddle,
Shoe.
the
Whichever
three of
one wants to be David Shirt and
this
Cornelius
blue one
Shoe.
is being very suspicious. And I think
We're
Griddle
just here.
kind of walks
They
up and he's
said,
like,
no.
I'm sorry, Clancy. This guy's been like this all day. I don't know what's fucking going on. and he says, Griddle, you know the rules about cursing in our house.
Man,
It's like,
fuck
"Oh, I'm
this
sorry.
guy. Let's just get the pizza and bounce, Griddle.
No, these are good guys. Why are you being so awful?
Bon, what the fuck is going on? What?
Bon is short-tempered today.
He was getting in trouble for cursing.
Well, he's a child. In our culture, children aren't supposed to curse.
I understand that, so I told him, hey man, let's just get the pizza and fucking bounce. Like, you're gonna get in trouble for cursing. I'm apparently in trouble
You
for
can
saying
curse.
silly things about...
I love cursing. I fucking love fucking cursing shit.
Oh, what's your favorite curse word?
My favorite curse is piss.
I'm sorry, what was that?
No, I understand you were trying to be funny, but you must understand that these are my kids that I'm trying to protect. And
No, I'm not talking about
not
you.
Griddle, my kids. You just came in being sketchy and very
we
clearly
are-
lying
okay.
about being these
Okay,
kids'
you want
parents.
the truth?
I just
we
want
fell
to,
from a hole earlier. These guys are helping
That's
us
great.
out real quick. They know us. We're cool. We're just getting pizza. I don't want to
That's
have
great.
this
I just
conversation
don't. I just don't
anymore.
get why this
And
is so
Bond's
weird
gone.
that I was off put by.
Bond's
Am I
leaving.
in the wrong
Bond's
here?
leaving.
Am I in the
leaving.
wrong here?
I don't even care about the
we
pizza.
have fallen down 3 holes in like a 24-hour period, and he's just not. He's not having it right now. He was going for
I
a
can
bit.
understand
Your
that. You
parents
just immediately came in lying about being parents of these kids.
I
who
understand.
my kids
like,
hang out
it looks
with.
like we're just hanging out at the playground. Yeah, I get the vibe. Like, I get pick up what you're putting down of like. Can I talk to just like you adults about adult stuff, not around the kids while they're having a pizza party?
Yeah, sure. What's your name?
Oh, Alon Davius. Nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you, Alon Davius. My name's Clancy. This is my wife, Clancius. That's how we met, actually, because our names were so similar.
Were you like right behind each
people
other
were-
in school lines and stuff?
No, we didn't go to school down here.
Oh, I get that.
Just our friends knew each of us, and they were like, "Hey, y'all have almost the same name," and then we were arranged married.
What's your last name? Because this could be a real funny. This could be a real rib tickler.
My last name. It's Clancy. Clancy Middle Shoe. Clancy Middle Shoe.
You know what? It's not what I was going for, but it's still funny. I'll take it.
Well, no. What's funnier is my wife Clancy is her last name was Left Shoe.
Is it Tom? Oh.
I know what you're thinking.
No, Kyle
Why
was
does
saying
everyone
that.
always
Oh,
ask,
God,
what
yeah.
about the right shoe? And I've never met a right shoe, but once we do, they will be entered into our arranged marriage thing, and it'll be like a three-way marriage.
It's an arranged throuple is kind of breaking my brain a little bit, but I'm on board with it.
Well, we do things a little different down here, but you should know all about that.
Nope.
Okay.
People making assumptions about things. These guys
Talking about
sound
him
like
being a
real
drow.
assholes.
No, he's a drow. Drow come from down here.
Yeah, all drow are monolith, huh? That's a good.
No, but all drow come from the underworld.
Yeah,
I
but
am
how would
in
he
real
know
life,
what
dog.
he knows? He's making an assumption that Alondi's from here. We clearly felt from a hole.
Can I roll to see if my last name is Right Shoe and I just didn't know until this moment?
If these are your actual parents, I'm quitting the game.
That would be wild.
Well, no,
Can
if
you
I'm
imagine
Right Shoe,
if
then these
that's
are my
how I
parents.
robbed you of like a
Whatever backstory you
emotional
had.
reunion? Yeah.
Fucking out the window.
And then you weren't actually robots.
That's hilarious.
All right. I got a
He's not even dressed
18
in like
perception.
traditional attire.
I got an
18
18
perception.
perception to see if I feel like my last
Oh,
name is
I think it would
actually
be
Right Shoe.
insight.
Shit. Then,
Oh wait,
10.
no, you're looking for wait.
Wait, they're left shoe, so he's trying to see if he's actually a right.
I'm trying to see if
So
I'm
I
Right
think
Shoe.
that would be. I don't know why that would
Wait
be
a
perception. I think it actually would
Because-
probably be like history. I
Are
guess.
you trying to be in this thruple? What is
I'm
happening?
trying to see if I was destined to be in the throuple. I might. This might be my long lost
roll,
throuple.
make it a history roll.
Oh
Make it a
my
history roll.
god.
All right, then I'm gonna re-roll because the first one was bad.
Yeah, that's fine.
It's about the same. 10.
It might be. You don't know.
How would I find out? Oh, wait a second. I'm so stupid. Do you guys know my mom?
That's a loaded question.
Hold on,
I
hold
don't
on,
know.
hold on. No.
entire interaction.
This entire episode is
Look,
so
I want to say,
fucking funny.
what I wrote ended long ago. I literally wrote improv everything that happens once we head to Shadowstone.
Tyler, I'm
So
so
I'm
stupid.
rolling with what you guys give me.
Tyler, I'm so
Oh.
stupid. I forgot to fucking. What's the name? What's the 3 names we have?
Oh,
Oh,
our parents,
uh,
our mom's
fake
names.
Xena, Celeste, and
Oh, take a look, Rooney.
it's Kira, Celeste, and Xena.
Oh,
Do you guys happen to know Akira, Celeste, Xena?
No. Just all that. No,
God,
no, I don't.
What
Honey.
is happening?
Honey, do you know anyone named Kira, Celeste, or Xena? No, I don't think so. No, I'm sorry, man. That wasn't my voice before. No, I'm sorry, man. I don't.
Tyler, can I
think
roll
so.
a stealth check?
Sure.
you can't
also-
sneak around these
I'm
kids.
also casting Pass Without a Trace on myself.
holy fuck!
Okay.
You
Did you do that after you rolled? Did you do that because you rolled bad?
No, I didn't roll bad. It was a fine roll.
Okay.
I can go with that. I didn't realize it's fine. No, that's fine. I won't.
You
cast it.
look
That's
like a
18.
child predator.
18? Oh yeah. Yeah.
He's
No, he doesn't.
absolutely-
You don't know what he looks like. 'Cause
No,
he's snucky.
they're immediately making it
Sneaky.
the worst. This is what's been happening the whole time, but that's fine. It's fine. Bon is just going to grab a box of pizza while no one is looking at him on his 18 stealth and walk out of the party.
Yeah, you do that easily.
That's all I was doing. I love that though. The energy
So
brought
we'll
the
get to
table
what you're doing in a
about
second.
Assuming what I'm doing.
We'll get to that in a second. So this guy does not know who your parents are by those names, at the very least, I should say.
I'm
But
sorry,
you
I
do
just thought
know
it
that
was
your
very
parents
funny.
used
Come
aliases.
back in. Come
So
back in with
it is
Bond
entirely
coming back in
possible.
If Bond comes back in with the thought I just had, it's not going to end well.
Honestly, it can't get worse.
I can't wait.
You're coming back in?
No, he's not coming back in. Bond's just hanging out. I don't think for the same.
It's fine.
Did I get away with my pizza? That's all I need to know.
Yeah, you did.
Okay, great, fine. No,
Okay.
then Bond's good. If we were waiting to go to him, and I thought there was like repercussions that were going to happen before the pizza. If he's got the
Oh no, I'm just giving them a chance to
they're
say
doing,
wonna
have
to,
a
and then
whole
we're gonna
dialogue
cut
happening.
over to
That's-
you.
That's what happened while
Yeah.
they're having this conversation with Clarence and Clancy, or Clancy and Clancy's. I'm stealing pizza. That's it.
Oh my god.
Carveth, what are you doing?
Carveth the entire time has just been like trying to direct games with the kids. Like they're playing like
Ooh, even better. And now the
like
kids
martial
are distracted
arts.
by Carveth, so Bond's getting away scot-free with
Yeah,
pizza.
so we're playing like stick sword fight. Like I'm showing them some like cool monk shit. Like we might have
hopping
like
in
a
and
little
out of the
like
shadows.
yeah, I'm like the cool like older like cousin that comes in. It's like, hey, you guys want to like do this thing I found out at college? Like we're gonna like beat the shit out of each other.
And Bond's the estranged
And
uncle
it's not
who's
creepy
just
at
into
all.
the
No.
No, now Alondi's gonna turn to his other brother, now wrestling children on the ground.
I'm not wrestling children. Carveth
What?
is not wrestling children.
What's happening? What is this? What are these insinuations that keep happening?
This is so bad.
I just feel
The
like
thing is, you can be around
Kids.
in a not weird
Yeah.
in a not weird
It's not
Always.
weird.
It's not weird to go and take a pizza. when
J3B
you're
apparently
fully-
has never been around kids before.
Yeah,
I think Alandi has, apparently. Because Alandi has been around the most kids, and he has not had
All I'm saying is, kids invited me.
Yikes.
Where we all messed
No, I'm
up as a collective is when we were invited by 3 children to a children's
And we
pizza
said
party.
yes.
If we really want to
And
be
we
real
said
about the
yes.
entirety
Yeah.
of this scene.
No, you're right.
We
were
took an
going-
invitation from 3 children, and we're like, "Yeah, let's go to your pizza party with other children."
Oh yeah, we were going in at a disadvantage here.
And so Bond
Yeah,
wanting pizza at the pizza party is inconsequential to the fact that
God.
So
Oh, no,
here's what we've got.
The
We've
pizza
got
was fine.
Carveth and Alandi, and I think Jamiroquai all talking to various people. Carveth leading the kids in some games, a normal thing to happen. They're being supervised by the parents. This isn't weird. This doesn't need to be addressed like Jeremy is addressing it.
I don't know what you're talking about.
Alandi, I think Jamiroquai is over there too. I actually think Jamiroquai is the kind of guy who silently
why
just
haven't they
eats
said
pizza by
anything this
himself.
entire time observing us like they're watching an episode of
I've
Always
been
Sunny?
enjoying listening to you guys talk. I haven't felt
Oh no,
inspired to have them.
that's a-okay. I'm just saying, if they
Yes,
see us all
yes, yes, yes.
freaking out at each other, they
In the real experience, they would have been saying something here or there, obviously. But
Okay.
anyway. So you all are enjoying this party. Bond, you snuck and stole a pizza
That's
and
it.
left. And I think as you leave the building, or where are you sitting to eat? Are you
I'm
just
literally
outside
just
the-
sitting right outside on the stoop away from the party.
Yeah, I think you sit outside on the stoop, and just a moment later, you hear the door open, and you turn and see Gareth following you out and sitting beside you on the stoop. And he says, "Are you okay, Bon?"
I guess not. I don't know. I don't know. You know? I don't know what's going on. No idea.
Yeah?
Just gonna enjoy pizza. Never had that before.
It's pretty good.
Yeah, I don't know. I just felt like I don't know. I don't think there's anything genuinely wrong, but clearly maybe there
I
is.
feel like you're really in your head right now. This is a party.
It's a party for children.
No, yeah, that's super weird.
And the only adults here don't like me.
Totally, and it's super weird that we're here.
Yeah.
But it's kind of nice to see these kids enjoying themselves, considering their parents and all their family and friends got murdered a couple months ago.
I guess.
I don't know. It's just kind of
Have a
I don't know.
pizza
It's just
party.
kind of nice to see like people enjoying themselves down here. I mean, our introduction to this place felt so like spooky and grim.
And I think Bond kind of gets really serious and like kind of looks down. We didn't have that. What they have.
No?
No. It was kind of just the three of us for a long time.
Is that
After
true?
I think-
I'm not trying to take away from your emotional moment.
I thought it was literally after our parents disappeared, we were still kids.
Yeah. But I think Uncle Grumbo took care of us.
But y'all had
but like
some.
How much can you get? Let's play it out, RP. Genuinely, like I understand there's a village of people, and sure there was the sheriff or whoever, and
he was
Elder
mostly close to
Grumbo.
Alandi, I will say.
Yes, that's what I mean.
Sorry,
but, like,
let's bring it back. Sorry.
Yeah, no, you're good. I'm still in Bond. You're good.
Yes.
Imagine your only friends are your brothers and a bunch of adults who are just worried about you.
Yeah.
Imagine, there's other kids in the village, sure, but one of you's whisked away to a cleric school to kind of keep you off of the streets because you're a bit of a do-it-yourself kind of guy, a bit of a follow your own path kind of person, so they think to add some structure to your life. The other one goes to the same school, but you hardly see each other between classes, while the other one is working with a cop who can't find your parents. And as much as Alandi tried to shield me from that, we didn't have a childhood. We didn't have pizza parties. Or fun. Like this, anyway. We made our own little games, but I don't know. It's hard for me to take anything serious. I can't hide this, how I'm feeling, so maybe I am coming off hostile. Maybe I'm coming off rude. Maybe I'm jealous. I don't know.
Bon, you never cease to surprise me.
In what way? Like, I don't mean to put you on the spot.
No, you're okay. You just have
everything's just
so
kind
much
of gone back to what we think is normal, what they say is normal. You know, you talk to your friends, go to a party. I haven't had a conversation with you since we've been back here.
You have so much emotional depth that I know people don't see. I know I'm privileged to get to see this side of you, and I don't want a moment to go by where you don't know how grateful I am that I get to be a part of this. Cause I can't imagine what you and your brothers went through.
And I can appreciate that you feel that way, but when is the last time we've actually had a conversation? I feel like I've treated you, for lack of a better word, as a side character since we've gotten back, just to distract myself with the task at hand, you know?
Bon, I know what you mean, but from the day I met you, my life hasn't been the same. And I don't necessarily mean that just romantically. I don't mean that just romantically. I mean, the trajectory of my life shifted.
That's so sweet, Tyler. Outside of game, that was the sweet.
I was just a right hand. I was the right hand of the Knights captain.
I can't believe you.
Just working my shift, and now I'm in the fucking underworld searching after some guy in a silver mask because he murdered my friend's brother and tried to murder my boyfriend. Like, things aren't the same as they were when we first met. Things aren't gonna be the same ever again. And, you know, once we get through this whole adventure, I'm sure things will fall into some new normal or new sense of whatever things are going to be, our relationship or whatever your brother's relationship is going to be after this. Who fucking knows? This is crazy what we're doing right now.
I think he just throws the pizza to the side and hugs him and is just crying.
I think it takes him a second to kind of calm down because he's getting worked up too, and he hugs you back. I love you, Bon.
I love you too.
I don't know if we've.
I'm just very.
This is a weird time for us to be saying I love you for the first time at a little kid's pizza party, but I love you.
I love you too,
and I wouldn't change anything.
Of course, I'm just so tired, like spiritually tired.
Rest is coming, but
we've got a lot to do.
We've got a lot ahead of us.
Yeah.
But you better believe when this shit is over, we're about to sleep for a goddamn week straight.
I want the largest, like a half giant, to just come in like a Slim Jim, just really do some numbers on my body. I'm so sore every day, and I always am like, oh, it's fun to play it off. I can heal us, but like some of that's deep tissue pain. Some of that's like here pain.
Here's what I think. When all this is over, let's me and you take a little staycation to the breadcrumb. I'll not the breadcrumb. God, that's burnt down.
No, we're
let's
at
you and
Flavortown.
I take a little staycation to Flavortown.
Yes.
I'll slip Sadie a little extra money to get the presidential package, to get the master suite, get some on-call
continental breakfast, our girl
breakfast
Sadie.
for lunch, breakfast
I'm
for
sorry.
dinner.
And he kind of holds his hands. I really am sorry for how distant I've been about this whole thing. As much as I'm trying to get on with my brothers and everything, I just feel like we're doing that. We're holding it back. You can't do it now. Can't focus on the trauma yet. Gotta keep it moving. Gotta keep going. Gotta find mom. We know where dad's at. Oh, I get why Alani was like this. And he's just like a mess. He's absolutely a mess.
Yeah.
He blows his nose in a slice of pizza.
He puts a hand on your back and says, Bon, I promise that moment's coming. Bon, you embrace Gareth with tears streaming down your face, trying your hardest to grip with everything you've been through, what you're going through, and the bleakness of the future. And through the window, we see Carveth with just pure joy on his face, being the kid he never got to be, the youngest brother, playing with all the other kids, leading them in these stupid games with sticks and hitting each other, and just pure joy across his face. And we see Alandi trying his best to keep up with the adults and seem like the grown-up he actually believes himself to be, watching over his brother play with kids and wondering where Bon is for the millionth time. Bon, that free spirit, who knows what he's doing right now. And for a weird moment, you all feel this sense of, in the weirdest way, you all feel this weird sense of peace in this moment, because you are being forced to wait for your next step. I think you all, despite the emotions going through your heads, despite all of the fear and sadness and loss and all that, I think all three of you kind of have this moment where in the back of your mind, you haven't had a moment like this in longer than you can remember. And I think you all end up just having a really nice night.